Allied commandos were stunned by what they found in the Ghost Fortress. They had trained for a suicide mission, a frontal assault against the most secure bastion in the Reich. Intelligence called it Festung Nebel, the Fog Fortress. It was carved into a sheer mountain face, supposedly guarded by 3 battalions of elite Alpine troops. Captain Harris and his team of saboteurs moved under the cover of a blizzard. The wind howled like a banshee. They reached the main perimeter. The guard towers were empty. "Where are the sentries?" whispered Lieutenant Graves. "It's a trap," Harris replied. "They're drawing us in." They breached the outer wall without a single shot fired. The silence was absolute. They entered the massive frozen courtyard. It was deserted. Snowdrifts were piled high against the barracks doors. There were no boot prints, no sign of life. "This place has been empty for weeks," Graves said. The commandos were baffled. This was supposed to be a nerve center. They advanced into the main command bunker. The steel doors were unlocked. The generators were running. The lights were on. The air was warm, but the fortress was a ghost ship. They found the radio room equipment hummed with latent power. A message was half-typed on the tele printer. They entered the mess hall. Tables were set for 1,000 men. Trays of food sat rotting. Mugs of moldy coffee littered the tables. It was as if every soldier had vanished in an instant. The commandos were deeply unsettled. "This is wrong," Harris muttered. "This is a plague site." They moved deeper, toward the primary target, the sublevel research lab. They followed the hum of a massive turbine. The tunnel ended at a set of reinforced submarine doors. Unlike the others, this door was sealed. "They're in there," Harris ordered. "Rig the charges." The explosion ripped through the silent complex. The team stormed the opening, ready for a firefight. They stopped dead. Their blood ran cold. This is what truly stunned them. The room was vast, like a cathedral. In the center was a colossal machine, a lattice of steel and glowing blue coils. It was running. It was fully active. But the commandos barely looked at the device. They were looking at the men. The entire fortress garrison was in this room. Hundreds of soldiers, scientists, officers. They were not fighting. They were not dead. They were standing shoulder to shoulder, staring blankly at the machine. Their weapons were slung on their backs. Their eyes were open, but milky and vacant. Harris waved a hand in front of a colonel's face. The man did not blink. They were alive, but they were gone. "They're empty," Graves whispered, horrified. "They're all just shells." Harris looked at the monstrous engine. It was pulsing with a low, hypnotic thrum. The Ghost Fortress was not a fortress at all. It was a cage. Or perhaps it was a harvest. The commandos realized the enemy had not abandoned their post. They had become the fuel for their own terrible creation.